What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 4 of Weekend Review. I am your host, Sean, and on this show, we're going to talk about Overwatch League, a little bit of Halo Master Chief Collection that I played. I have 5 suggestions of things you can watch to make the stupidest, worst, most terrible day of the year a little bit more tolerable, and of course, we'll look ahead to the week's new releases. We'll start this week with Overwatch League, the best MLG or esports coverage, depending on your terminology, that I have ever seen. I think it does a great job of making the game clear and easy to follow. It has a great amount of information that doesn't get in the way of the action, and it does something that I haven't seen in matching what the players are wearing, like their jersey color. So I'm wearing blue. The characters in the game would also be wearing blue if I were playing. If I were MLG Mei and I was on like the Lilac City Meis, where we only use Mei, the best character in the game. Mei, okay, it's gonna be Mei. Enough jokes for you. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch a ton of it, but the few matches I did see were highly competitive and really, really interesting. I'm hoping to watch more. I know they start back up in a couple of weeks doing Season 2, I believe. I can't remember what the terminology is, but all I have to do is just find a favorite team, buy all their gear, and then you can see that in all the videos. But I really, really enjoy this league, and I'm going to keep following it. Switching over to the game I actually did play this week, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, was all I really did. I dabbled in about 15 to 20 matches of multiplayer, picked up 2 achievements for 30 gamer score, which is always nice. I do wish they would fix a couple of the achievements, though, in this particular game. There are 2 achievements tied to getting medals in specific game modes, King of the Hill and Capture the Flag. And those game modes just don't come up super frequently in just normal playing. It'd be great if they could add Capture the Flag and King of the Hill to the in-game playlist, and you can just be able to play those, or if they could change the achievement description to where I could boost it offline, because you can get X number of games. I think it's every 50 games you win, every 50 multiplayer games you win, you get an achievement. You can actually do those offline, which is pretty cool, because I imagine that there are a lot of people who would play custom games with their friends, and then they can work their way towards the achievements. If they could put those achievements in there as well, that'd be really great. That being said, that's a very Sean complaint. I like gamer score and getting achievements, so that's just something I noticed when I was kind of hunting a little bit for some gamer score. This is a great collection of Halo games that has all the single player stuff and all the multiplayer stuff all wrapped into one package. It even has Firefight and Spartan Ops from Halo 4. So if you're a big fan of Halo, check it out. If you've never gotten into the series and you've been interested, this is a terrific starting point. Give it a shot. I'm online, so you can add me on Xbox and we can play Halo together and get achievements, because that's a lot of fun. Third section of the show today is recommendations for the worst day of the year. It's mid-February. All the stores are pink and have flowers all over the place for some dumb reason. That's right, it's Valentine's Day, and I have 5 suggestions for things that you can watch that'll make this terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day somewhat more tolerable. We'll start with the 4th season of The Simpsons, which has the episode I Love Lisa in it. A great Valentine's Day / President's Day episode that has a ton of great gags and a very, very sweet ending. It gives Ralph something to do, which is kind of nice. He actually has some talent if someone gives him just a chance. And it also features the greatest Valentine's card of all time in the card that Lisa gives Ralph, which is I choose you to be my Valentine, and it has a picture of a train on it. It's a great episode from one of the best seasons of The Simpsons overall. Throwing that aside, we'll move to something much more recent, and The Big Sick, which was one of the best films of last year, and not to overhype it, the best romantic comedy I've ever seen. This movie is great. It's heartfelt, it's humorous, it's sweet and kind, and it's just awesome. You should really, really go watch it. I'm blurring it all over. It's on Amazon Prime if you have that as well. Moving to something a little bit older that I love, and I know was kind of like, oh, look, Sean's being a jokester. Shaun of the Dead. It's a romantic comedy with zombies. It actually is a romantic comedy. It has zombies. There's violence in it, and a really great story. So watch that. It's really, really good. George Romero said, an absolute blast, and I agree with him. If you're looking for something a little more artsy, we have Moonrise Kingdom, the Wes Anderson movie about young love and what it's like to be in love for the first time. It's a Wes Anderson movie, so it looks great and is really, really, really terrific. Let's see. Wondrously Beautiful, one of Mr. Anderson's supreme achievements. Somebody from the New York Times. I don't know if it's one of his supreme achievements, but it's a great movie and works well for Valentine's Day. It also has Frances McDormand in it, which is great. Last but not least is the best movie ever made, Napoleon Dynamite. That's all you need to know. 2004. No, it never got better. This is the best movie of all time. Features hilariousness, Ligers, Deb. It's great. I love this movie so much. It's my favorite. Those are my suggestions for you to make the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad, worst day of the year a little bit more tolerable. If you watch any of them, let me know what you think in the comments below. Finally on our show, we have the week's new releases. Black Panther is out this week in theaters. I'll probably wait a couple weeks before I go check it out. If I go check it out, I've been off the MCU hype train for a while, but this movie did look better than some of the stuff they put out recently. It looks more unique and interesting, so we'll see. It's getting really, really good reviews, and people are very excited for it, which is always great. Out this week on Blu-ray is Roman J. Israel Esquire, nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor, Denzel Washington, in one of his best and most interesting performances. I'm looking forward to picking this up and watching it again. Hopefully it has some good special features, like some commentaries and stuff, and maybe I'll do a little bit of a Blu-ray deep dive in the future on it, so keep an eye out for that. As for games out this week, Fee, or Fae, depending on how you pronounce it, is out. It's an electronic arts game, but it's told wordlessly. The story is told wordlessly, and it looks, artistically, it looks very, very interesting, so I might give that a shot. And coming to Xbox Preview Program is a game called Claybook, which is a physics-based puzzler where everything is made out of clay. So I'll check it out. It's in, like I was saying, it's in the preview program, so I might just download the trial and give it a shot. Keep an eye on it. I'll let you know what I think next week. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Weekend Review. Be sure to check back next Tuesday and every Tuesday for more game and movie coverage. If I missed something, or if you're hyped for something that I'm not talking about, let me know down in the comments below. And while you're there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you see all the videos that I make. And we'll see you next week.